Oh wow. Alright, hey guys, welcome back. We are in round 5 of the West Babylon, New York Battle City Gym Premier Challenge. This is the last round featuring Enosh once again and Tommy Cooley, who I have not been able to feature yet, but I'm really excited to. If you guys don't know Tommy, he's an up-and-coming player. He went undefeated at Virginia Regionals actually earlier in the winter. I believe he top cut in Massachusetts as well, so he's a really solid player. To top cut 2 regionals in VGC 2014. He actually cut both in the format, so really impressive. One in winter and one in spring, if I'm remembering correctly. And Enosh, of course, getting second at the same regional at Virginia. Tommy's team, you'll see, is Kangaskhan, Raichu, I don't even, there's so many crazy Pokemon. Amoonguss, Machamp, Azumarill, and Moltres. So, a bunch of interesting Pokemon. I mean, the first thing you have to notice is the entire right side of Tommy's team. The Raichu, the Machamp, the Moltres, all of them just very rare that we see in VGC. But Raichu has picked up a surprising amount of popularity recently after... it's picked up a surprising amount of popularity after so many players have been using it. Tony Chung won regionals earlier in April with it, and then Hornigan won, got top 4 at Germany Nationals with Raichu. Raichu does have a lot of use. Sometimes we see Air Balloon, sometimes we see Focus Sash, sometimes we see Fling with King's Rock. Machamp also really defensive, but good Pokemon because it gets obviously Dynamic Punch. And Moltres really bulky. I know a lot of players, especially on Nugget Bridge, Sky and Angel Miranda both have been using it a lot. But we're going to get into this battle. Enosh's team, if you guys don't remember from previously, is Salamence, Venusaur, Miltank, Charizard, Conkeldurr, and Zapdos. Enosh was featured earlier in the match, but he lost to, I believe, he lost to Scott, and Scott Morris, currently 4-0, I believe. So Enosh is going to go with his Charizard and Salamence, and we're going to see Tommy lead with his Kangaskhan and Raichu, and wow. So right away, Kangaskhan and Raichu both threatening the Fake Out. Both Pokemon have access to Fake Out. So both Pokemon have access to Fake Out, and you see there the Salamence has a lot of HP, so it's a lot more bulky than normal Salamence. You often see 252 special attack speed EVs and no investment in HP at all. In this case, Enosh is obviously running some investment to that Salamence, so you should probably expect something that's not actually choiced. Whoops. To anyone commenting on the background, I really can't control that. I'm really sorry, but it's really obnoxious, and I can't tell them to be any more quiet. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. The venue, the way it works, and the way it's set up, I cannot control the volume, so you guys will just have to bear with me. I'll try to talk as loud as possible, but it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, back into this match. Both Pokemon threatening Fake Out right away, and the scary thing about Raichu is it gets access to Encore. We saw Encore used earlier in the stream when Scott was able to Encore a substitute from the Aegislash. But now, we see Charizard actually just switching, so you don't want to protect right away, because obviously the Raichu then can Encore you. Conkeldurr comes in, that's one of the best switches Enosh could have made there. Kangaskhan is going to Mega Evolve right away, and the reason why Conkeldurr is so good is just because it's so bulky. It has a really good matchup against that Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan sure can return it, but then Conkeldurr can just Drain Punch back, as Raichu does go for the Fake Out. Fake Out is going to hit that Conkeldurr. We'll see with Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan opting not. No, but the avoid as what? No. Kangaskhan going for the substitute. Yeah, really unfortunate miss there with Draco Meteor. Kangaskhan probably would have been able to still get that sub up, but granted, it would have been at a lot lower HP, very low amount. So that Draco really helping out Tommy there, and that Kangaskhan is in a really good position right now. However, Salamence was still faster than that Kangaskhan though, as we just saw. Which is wow. Sub Kangaskhan, what?
That kills it.
The Raichu is going to get the Thunderbolt onto Conkeldurr. It's going to bring it down to 112 HP. Kangaskhan going for a return behind that substitute.
That's a speed tie.
Yeah, so they do speed ties into your Enosh comment. And it is going to... Oh, wow! Misses out the KO onto Conkeldurr. And we do see the Draco Meteor come off onto that substitute, so that is going to definitely break out the substitute, and Conkeldurr probably going to go for the double target into that Kangaskhan, breaking it and knocking it out. Let's see. Conkeldurr going for the superpower, wow. And that most definitely should be a knockout, and even for unfortunate miss on Enosh's end, because Conkeldurr is so durable and able to survive that double target, a return and a Thunderbolt. You know, that's really, really impressive. And Conkeldurr, as I've said when Enosh played earlier, really good Pokemon in VGC, but you know, it was just so good back in 2013. All the world's top 3, myself, Ryosuke, and Enosh, all hotted on our teams, but now, because it loses Ice Punch, which was one of its redeeming qualities, really not as popular, especially because now it doesn't have Trick Room support as good as, say, Cresselia from last season, but Enosh's Conkeldurr proving its worth here, as it was able to pick up the knockout onto that Kangaskhan. That's a big knockout, because, you know, Enosh still hasn't used his Mega Pokemon. You always want to knock out your opponent's Mega Pokemon as fast as possible, especially if it's, you know, Kangaskhan. And Raichu is just so frail now, so, you know, Machamp comes in, though. Machamp, pretty interesting Pokemon. We'll see what it has to offer here, as Conkeldurr goes for that Mach Punch, even at -1, does a very good amount onto the Raichu. This Raichu is so frail. Conkeldurr's gonna faint here from that Thunderbolt, but Conkeldurr has done his job, if you ask me. And we see the Ice Punch come right out from that Machamp. Wow, let's see how much damage that does. Picks up the knockout, so Tommy making huge plays there to bring things back into his favor. Picks up a double knockout there, and we saw the Machamp outspeed the Salmon, so you know, probably Choice Scarf, you'd have to assume. And Zapdos is gonna come out now, so Zapdos and Charizard.
Oh man,
so,
I think I was seeing something real stupid.
Incredible that Machamp was able to just pick up the knockout, and Machamp, a Pokemon we also haven't seen very much in VGC. I know Trista used it at Regionals, but beyond her use, I haven't seen it at all. Of course, Machamp was also used once in 2013 when 2013 Seniors World Champion, currently blanking out on his name, was able to win the World Championship with it, and it did a really good job in the finals, so it's cool to see Machamp back out here. And so Scarf and Champ really doing some work now. You know, when I see Machamp, I associate it with Citrus Berry just because it's such a bulky natural fighting type, but that was a huge KO there, being able to pick up the KO on Salamence right away. Raichu so fast that it doesn't even need a Choice Scarf to outspeed the Scarf Machamp. And Tommy really turning things back around into his favor. He was in a lot of trouble earlier on, but now we see the Machamp switch out, not wanting to, say, let that Zapdos get Protect and the Charizard pick up the KO. We see Moltres come out, wow. So we've seen Moltres, Raichu, and Machamp in this match, and substitute Kangaskhan. Charizard here goes with the Protect instead of that Zapdos protecting, as the Thunderbolt does go into the Zapdos. So accurate play there, as it's able to... oh wow, Zapdos is going for the substitute. So we're seeing 2 different substitute users in Zapdos and Kangaskhan. That Kangaskhan sub was nuts, but wow. Charizard not Mega Evolving there, obviously, because it wants to keep the Drought up, but at this point in the battle, probably not going to matter very much. Now, Zapdos actually does threaten Moltres a lot. It's cool we see both first-generation birds here.
I am really stupid.
Unfortunately, Articuno, the third one in the trio, just not nearly as good in VGC as these two. But Moltres, surprisingly, for how much fun people poked at it at first,
I just lost.
Has been getting really popular.
I forgot.
The Charizard is going to Mega Evolve here. And that's you know, Moltres right now, because Raichu does have access to Encore, that substitute most likely is locked, as Zapdos actually goes for the Protect. So if Charizard here is able to pick up the KO onto Raichu, Enosh might still be in this game. But ooh, the Thunderbolt does go into that. Charizard is going to get the Heat Wave off. That's huge. Raichu, not sure if it has Encore or not, but because he was able to pick up that KO, Enosh is now in a fantastic position, hiding behind a substitute with that Zapdos. The overheat, the double target into that Zapdos, that was really big as well. And now Enosh has brought things back into his favor. Of course, Machamp actually probably carrying Stone Edge as well. You know, with its ability, there's no reason not to use Stone Edge, one of the best moves in VGC. Moltres is so big you can really barely see it on your screen. That was really big in terms of bringing things back into Enosh's favor. He was commenting on it himself, making a silly play, but ends up working out perfectly because we didn't see the Encore come out from Raichu. But now Zapdos actually just threatens KOing the Zapdos with the Thunderbolt. Charizard can just, of course, overheat. But that Machamp, of course, is Choice Scarf. So we do see the Stone Edge. We see it. Oh, but it targets the Zapdos instead of the Charizard.
Rock Slide.
Because of that, Zapdos is able to just thunder. Oh wow, the Thunderbolt going off onto the Machamp does a whole heck of a lot with that the Life Orb. Charizard just goes for the Heat Wave here, and that's going to be a knockout onto that Machamp, and it's going to do a lot to that Moltres. He needed to Stone Edge the Charizard there, and because of that, we're going to see the Overheat come off instead of Heat Wave. Overheat. we see Heat Wave a lot more on Moltres just because it's bulky, but Enosh it looks like he's going to be able to seal this game because he's going to Heat Wave. And Moltres actually revealed itself to be Life Orb, not the Rocky Helmet boost one that we've been seeing more recently in VGC. And now this game is essentially over. Enosh thinking he lost, but sealing up the game. Two Life Orb Pokemon in Zapdos and Moltres. Cool to see two different legendary birds using it. And Enosh turns the battle around after a pretty rough loss, miss on that Draco Meteor. He's going to advance to 4-1, so he's definitely going to make it into top cut. Tommy at the other end is 3-2, but a bunch of 3-2s will make top cut, so he might still end up making it. Really cool team, but at the end, I think he had the game up until that point. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that much. We'll be starting top cut very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you later.